Hey, everybody. Welcome here to Let's Be Real. I'm Trent May with May Financial Group and your host.
Missy Riethman, BMF Fitness. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. We are live in my kitchen today. Wonder what?
I think we're both kind of struggling because we both think it should be Monday. And it's like, oh, it's Tuesday already. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
So today, you want to talk about snacks
yeah,
and snack alternatives, right?
yeah. Food alternatives, snack alternatives. Everyone's looking for how can I eat? I mean, we tell people all the time, right? Eat every 2 to 3 hours, keep that metabolism going, stop your body from going into addict storing mode. If you don't know what that is, that's when you don't eat enough and your body gets scared. You're not going to fuel it. So it holds on to those fat cells so that it later has something to eat off of. And if you don't have it fueled properly, sometimes it can eat your muscle and you can start to lose muscle because it wants to go for that good nutrition that's stored in your body. So
We
we
don't
want
want that.
no, we want to fuel our stay strong. I don't want any help losing my muscle, so we're going to eat
All right, let's kick it off with a lot of people's favorite ice
ice
cream.
cream. Ice cream is one of my favorite treats too. So first off, I say in portion, enjoy your ice cream because that is a special treat and it's something I know a lot of families, especially ours, like to do together. We like to go out and get ice cream. But there's your first tip. If you're going to eat real ice cream, maybe don't keep it at your house. I know ice cream is like one of my vices, right? That's like my Achilles heel, if you will. I love it. So we quit storing that stuff at our house. So if we want ice cream, we kind of schedule it out or plan it out to go buy it. But some great alternatives. I know a lot of people see this, have seen it around, but you can take like frozen bananas or frozen fruit and put it in your blender. You can make like they call it like Yo Nana ice cream, or it's a great way to make sherbet. You can do it with pineapple and make Dole Whip. So there's some great ways to get in your fruit. But also, I really like to take ice and some almond milk with my favorite protein powder. And you just use just a little bit of milk, but that smooths it up to have the ice cream texture. So that's something good. And you can always add different fruit or different flavorings. So that's a lot of fun. Um, my favorite ice cream flavor is coffee, just so you know. And my favorite protein powder is iced coffee. And you can mix
Oh,
this with water. You can mix it with almond milk, cashew milk, whatever you like. But it's not whey protein, so I love that. And it's just a great protein powder. So if you mix that with some ice and some milk in a blender, it's like coffee ice cream. But Greek yogurt is always another fun alternative too. You can top that with any topping. But I'd have to say my personal favorite go-to would be taking that protein powder and turning it into ice cream.
great tips. I had never thought of really any of that. So learned something right off the bat. All right, let's go with another go to for a lot of people, especially if they're up late at night, maybe studying, trying to get some work done. Candy bars.
Candy bars, those are good. I just pulled a couple from around the house of protein bars that we like. And I know a lot of people say they don't want to supplement with protein powder or protein bars, but it's definitely a great alternative if you have like a pantry hand where you just want to grab in that pantry all the time and grab quick and easy. So if you're looking for portion control, quick and easy, one of our household favorite are Built Bars. You can
Okay.
online at builtbar.com. It's not an MLM website or anything like that. It's just a website you can go to. But this is my kids' favorite. It's salted caramel and it's chocolate and caramel. Let me see here. They all have different facts, but this is 130 calories, 17 grams of protein, and 4 grams of sugar. So I do not get mad when my kids want to eat one of these as a snack. And then Craig loves, my husband, the caramel chocolate nut rolls from Atkins. They taste like a mix between a Babe Ruth and a Snickers bar.
Wow.
So it is a great snack. 180 calories. It's got 12 grams of fat, so pretty low if you compare it to a candy bar. 7 grams of protein and 2 sugars. So
Wow.
it's really good. I like a different flavor of Built Bars. They have puffs that are like chocolate covered marshmallow bars. That's my favorite because it gives me that. I love those little chocolate Easter eggs at Easter that are chocolate covered marshmallows. And I
Hmm.
think it tastes like that. So it makes me think I'm cheating without cheating.
Nice. I'm
Yep.
literally taking notes as we speak.
We'll resurface this. You can ask questions. But otherwise, a trick I learned years ago, actually, when I was diagnosed with my low sugar, something that the dietitian taught me was I like Reese cups. So to just take a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, teaspoon of peanut butter. I like Jif natural peanut butter. That's our household's favorite. Just take a teaspoon of that, dip it in a little handful of, I like to use dark chocolate chips because dark chocolate is more heart healthy. And just dip it in that, and then you have a spoonful of a homemade Reese cup. And
Oh,
that
nice.
it's a small portion, but it's very good at satisfying that sweet and salty craving that you might have.
Okay. Now, what about burgers? And
Oh,
I love a good burger, so you're gonna have to tread lightly here.
okay. Everybody. Um, so my stomach does not like beef very well. So I use an alternative. So I'll either use like a chicken burger or a turkey burger. I know Montage downtown Main Street Greenville has great alternatives too. They have an awesome quinoa and black bean burger. So I'll put that plug in for them because I love going there and getting those two sandwiches. But one of the easiest things to think of is get your burger, but if you want to cut calories, maybe cut the cheese.
Okay.
Don't get cheese on your sandwich, or you can do a half bun or no bun. A lot of places you can say no bun, and they'll give you like a lettuce wrap to hold it into instead.
Hmm.
So, and honestly, if you're doing it at home and you really want that yummy beef patty, put it on a regular grill. That way, the grease can kind of cook out, and you're not left with all the extra fat and grease sitting in your stomach.
And I will say this too: a proper burger doesn't need ketchup.
I don't know. My household might argue you with that ketchup beef, but that's another good point. Is mustard or hot sauce on a burger is going to cut
Mhm.
a lot of calories than ketchup and mayonnaise or any other sauce that you put on it.
Now, speaking of treading carefully, we're probably going to step on some toes here because
Uh-oh.
we're about to talk about a go-to lunch option and about to make some moms angry with this one.
Oh
What
no.
about Lunchables?
Lunchables. I know kids love Lunchables. And it is back to school, and I know a lot of kids are picky and they like to pack. So, some great alternatives to Lunchables. Just kind of watch what kind of meat you get. I always know a lot of moms feel better when they don't buy processed meat. I'm not against cold meat at all by any means. I like more of the turkey, but instead of the crackers, if you're trying to get veggies in your kids, maybe pack some cucumber slices that
Yeah.
could represent the cracker. Um, and then just kind of, you can use either hold the cheese like on the burger, and just come up with like maybe cucumbers, some cold meat, some peanuts, or like some chocolate covered almonds, something like that, just so you're getting them to browse out of their comfort zone a little bit. I like to do the cucumbers. I like provolone cheese. My kids love provolone or Swiss. So I'll get it and then I'll just cut my own slices instead of getting the pre-packaged slices of cheese,
Hmm.
kind of like wax cheese. Instead of getting that, so you're getting them a little better cheese source, and then your cold meat. And then I like to pack like grapes or my kids love chocolate covered espresso beans. So it gives them just that little bit of sweet taste on the side without all of the extra sugar. I mean, obviously they're chocolate covered, they have sugar, but it's not like we're packing Reese cups or Oreos on the side.
Nice. All right. So, what alternatives could you suggest for pasta?
Pasta. So I am a huge pasta person. And our household go to, and once I switched my kids, they actually ask for this. It is, I like to recommend Bonza pasta. So just a comparison, and it says it on the back of the box. Bonza pasta has 20 grams of protein, where your average pasta has 13 grams. 8 grams of fiber in Bonza, where regular is 3 grams of fiber. And 52 net carbs in Bonza, where regular pasta is 71 grams of.
Wow.
It is gluten-free. It's low on the glycemic index, so that's really good for your insulin, for your sugar. There are no GMOs, and it is vegan. So it hits a lot of what people are looking for when they're looking for a pasta alternative. It's made out of chickpeas, but it cooks up well, and it tastes like regular pasta. Like, I snuck it on my kids for a long time that I switched them out. But a good tip is to add a little of that olive oil in your water for sure, because the spaghetti Bonza noodles like to stick, whereas just the regular, like, different shaped pastas, they cook up separate from each other, but the spaghetti sticks. But it's really good. You can make pasta salad, spaghetti, lasagna. Like, there's all kinds of noodles out there for that Bonza.
Nice. All right. What about a lot of people's favorite late night snack, the nachos?
Nachos. Okay, so I love nachos. So you can do a couple different ways. So I like to buy Quest protein chips.
Okay.
I get mine off of Amazon. I don't have any to show you because my delivery hasn't come yet. You can also get them at Walmart, and they do have a taco flavored. It's like fully loaded taco or something, and then nacho cheese. Those are our 2 household favorites. So you could easily use just 1 bag of those, and then add that extra protein to your nachos. Fresh salsa is always a good option. Like, when you're talking about things like nachos, you don't really want to change a lot to them because you want to keep that same basic, right? Like, if you're eating nachos, you want nachos. So maybe ground turkey instead of ground beef. Just switching out some things just to make it a little healthier option. But we like to do apple and banana nachos. So
How do you do that?
one of our favorite after school or after supper snacks, like a dessert. You slice up your apples and your bananas on a plate and melt some peanut butter in the microwave, and you pour the peanut butter over top. And then my kids like to do a little chocolate syrup and coconut, and we did walnuts the other day on top of it. So you just kind of dress it up with some healthy options, and then you just eat your fruit like you're eating nachos.
What a good idea.
Yeah, we love that one.
How about that? All right, I'm going to hit you with one more here, and then if you have others, please ask or please share.
All right.
Cookies.
Gotta love cookies. Well, there's plenty of cookies you can buy out there that claim they're high protein or whatever, and they are. The only thing you have to watch is a lot of them, a packaged cookie, like a high protein packaged cookie, a lot of times 1 cookie is 2 portions. So you really want to be cautious of that. Yes, the Quest bars and chips are great. I plenty of Larry's cookies. Those are great. I love the Snickerdoodle one. Those are really good. Quest has good cookies too. But I like to make my own homemade ones. Again, you just take your favorite protein powder. I have this big tub for baking only. I add this protein to cookies, to everything, just to get extra protein in her. My daughter is very picky, so I try to get protein in her any creative way as possible.
What was that? Body lean?
Yeah, I use vanilla body lean in a lot of my
Okay.
And
I'm going to have to rewatch this video.
I'll snap you a picture. But it's really good. So I use the protein powder instead of flour. So I'll use, and I have a couple recipes that I like to use, but I incorporate peanut butter, sometimes oats, sometimes not, local honey that I get from the hive. And then I'll put in some baking soda and baking powder just to help with getting them to rise. And really just the protein powder and a little water to help the dough kind of come together. And then I just bake it like a normal chocolate chip cookie, 8 to 10 minutes. And then we've done no-bake cookies with this. We've used chocolate flavored. We've done coconut oil, peanut butter, chocolate protein powder, a little cocoa. And we've just kind of mixed it in a pan, melted it down, threw in our oats. And obviously, I don't remember if I said peanut butter, but make sure there's peanut butter in there. melt that down, and then just put it out on wax paper and let it harden, and you can store it in the fridge. And that's a really good alternative to a no-bake cookie.
Wow. Protein powder instead of flour. What a good idea.
Yeah, it works.
Gotta get those. Any other helpful tips, suggestions for snacks?
Yeah, I had pulled a few from my cupboard. So a lot of people love their morning cup of coffee. I drink a coffee alternative called mud water, but it's still the same. I want cream with it. And so instead of regular cream, I use this Immune Health. I'm trying to get my camera here. Premier Protein Vanilla Immune Health. One bottle has 30 grams of protein. I use about a quarter per cup.
Okay.
So, it's keeping my fat low, my sugar low, and it's getting me some good protein first thing with my morning cup. And my kids love this as an after school snack or a quick breakfast if they don't wake up in time. And that gives them off to school with a great start. Tastes kind of like a milkshake. So that's kind of a fun alternative. And instead of pop, we are huge components. We love big supporters of carbonated flavored water.
Mm-hmm.
My kids call it pop water. This is their favorite flavor. It's cherry limeade. It's Walmart brand. And it tastes, they said, like a Shirley Temple. So they love that. That's the drink they like to order when we go out to dinner. So we just keep carbonated water around. And I love it because it's something fun and different to drink. I love to drink water, but every now and then you want something different.
Mm-hmm.
So especially, that's a great alternative. Like you're sitting around looking for a chip or nacho alternative late at night or a candy bar. A lot of times people want a pop to wash that stuff down. So that's a great alternative to late at night. You're not getting all the sugars, the calories, and the carbs in your body that late.
Yep.
If you're a grazer, blueberries are always good. If you just like to pick and eat, switch out that candy or whatever you're munching on to some blueberries. Those are always good. And then something I switched out in my kids' lunch boxes, they like fruit roll-ups and fruit snacks. I get these at Aldi. They're just fruit strips. They're lower in sugar. They're just a little healthier option. They taste amazing. I mean, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm giving my kids the healthiest lunch with these. But like we talked about earlier, it's just making a couple of swaps here and there to help freshen up the lunchbox.
Absolutely. Well, that was a lot of good information. I would suggest to everyone to watch this and rewatch this video. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and if you want links to anything, or if you don't remember what something was called or want to know what store local you can get it at, just message us here or shoot me a personal message, and I'm happy to help you guys.
Good. Missy over at BMF Fitness. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Have a great day, everybody.